Hello. Hello, everyone. Good evening. How are you all? And yes, guys, this is Carla with the Bayou. And oh my goodness, I'm excited to be here sharing with you tonight. And we're going to be talking recruiting. So there it is. I'm a little new to this whole StreamYard, so y'all just bear with me. So, hello. Drop a comment. Let us know what company you're watching from. And I want to know, do you love recruiting or do you just hate it? All right. Because in the recruiting world, you either love it or you avoid it at all costs, right? I know. It's that little one thing, kind of like the stepchild. You never know if you really want to be with that child or not. But tonight we're hoping we're going to make stepchild your new favorite child. So we're going to talk a little bit about recruiting. Is recruiting scary to you? Because I know for me, when I first started, it was. And in the virtual world, I think it's a little more scary than it is in the real world. And I know you're probably saying, no, I don't think so. But that's how I honestly feel, guys. So I'm hoping by the end of this training, you're going to be more comfortable with wanting to share the opportunity to join you. And, I heard someone say that if you're not sharing the opportunity with people, then you're being a little selfish. So tonight, I'm hoping we're going to not be worried about being selfish. We're going to share the opportunity more often, and we're going to have some fun while we're doing it because you're going to be comfortable doing it. So, guys, we all know those famous words, practice makes perfect. So we're going to have to practice, all right? And the best way to practice is to do something over and over and over. So we're going to start with the basics right here, guys. And I'm going to tell you the basic things you need to do when you're talking to someone about the opportunity. There is 5 things, okay? First, there's money to be made because they make 25% commission off of anything they sell. So the first question is, can you really make money in Tupperware? Yes, you can. Next, guys, is there's discounts on personal purchases. And that's where our personal shoppers come in. And then sometimes those personal shoppers are so excited, they're talking to people, and then they start selling, and then they start recruiting. And then you know what, guys? They end up being managers, directors, or org leaders. They could even be business leaders. So next is the cash opportunity, the cash bonus opportunity. If I'm not mistaken, Tupperware is the only direct sales company, and I could be mistaken because I've never sold for anybody else, but I've never, ever heard anyone talk to me about the cash bonus opportunity that we have every single month. And that's free money. I love free money. I just love getting a little extra for doing nothing extra. And if all you're doing is your regular job and you're hitting that level where you can get that bonus, then you didn't do anything extra, but they're giving you the extra money. And then next, guys, when you're talking to someone, the launch party. Even if they say, well, I'm just there to get things at a discount. Who doesn't like a 100% discount? Who doesn't like free? And with the launch party, that's what they're working to do. They're going to get free, just like the host. And they're going to get half price, which is a 50% discount. So, I mean, these are the opportunity to get them to do that first party. From that party, they're going to book more parties. Then they have the chance to decide, do they want to make some money or do they want to give you the parties? Because you recruited them and you did their launch party. So if they're not going to take the parties, then you'll have the parties. So that's it, guys. That is what we're going to call the meat and potatoes of joining Tupperware today. It is 5 little bitty things. So, ready to get started? How will you begin to talk to people about joining Tupperware? Well, we're going to talk about this through the VIP group standpoint. Plus, guys, you all have a cell phone. You all have a phone, correct? So what you're going to do is, first, you got to have practice. Practice is going to make you perfect. So what I want you to do is I want you to take your phone and I want you to put it looking at a picture on your wall or something where you're videoing a wall, but you're really going to be just talking. All right. Because I want you to hear your words and hear your voice. And I want you to repeat it over and over. Do the first one. If you don't like the way it sounds or you think it's not right, then do another one and do it over and over. Because, you know, the beauty of the cell phone is you can delete that video anytime because it's just a picture of something on your wall and your words. All right. So you're going to use your phone and you're going to make a recording of your words. And you're going to do it a couple of times until you like what you hear. Because at the end of the day, you have to enjoy what you're saying, and your potential recruit has to understand what you're trying to tell them. Now, next, I want you to take that phone and I want you to turn it around. And I want you to make a selfie with those perfect words you just said. Okay. And guys, if you don't like the way your hair looks, you don't like the way you're standing, you don't like what you're sitting, how you're sitting, all of that can be very easily redone. Delete the video and start over. All right. Once you have this video in your phone, guys, you are sitting on a gold mine, because with that video, you can zoom it into your parties. You can just upload it into your parties. You can upload it into your VIP groups. You can use it in a messenger app, like to send somebody a message. And you can also send it by text, okay? And they can actually see you. They hear you. They see your excitement. They feel your energy. And so that's what you're going to want on that perfect video that you're going to start with. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I did this. And I actually redid one today. I'm not going to share it with you all because I was still in my house coat. And so, but I wanted to just get a feel, because I never ask people to do something I haven't tried to do or I have not done. And I remember a long time ago that I was given this as an exercise to do, and it did. It made it so much easier for me to talk to people, but it also gave me that opportunity when somebody would send me a message and say, can you tell me a little more about Tupperware? I would just send them that quick little video. It takes maybe a minute to a minute and a half, and you can cover everything, because you don't want to go into too much detail, because when you do, that's when you start to lose them. All right, so next you need the right words, all right? Because to make that video, you're going to need to know what to say. And that's the part that makes me think over and over, and it makes me think about recruiting. You want to say all the right things, but honestly, everyone is different. And what is the right thing for one person may not be the right thing for the next person. And so I want you to think about what I said, and I want you to compare it to, let's say, our Tupperware round containers. There's a lot of people that love the round containers. Then you have the people that either have never tried it or they tried it and it wasn't for them. And so they're not a big fan of round containers. Well, that's how it's going to be with the word choices you use. It's not that you're using the wrong words. It's just maybe not the words that person wants to hear. So I don't want you to think when you're doing it, when you're making your video, or when you're talking to someone, it's the wrong word choices you're using. It could just be that the words you're using are not the words the person wants to hear. And sometimes, guys, it's something so simple as, you can sell Tupperware, but you still have to work a little bit, whether it's 10 minutes or 15 minutes a day, a week, a month, whatever. You're still going to have to do a little bit of work. Now, here's the next thing I want you to remember when you're making that video. Guys, it's not about you. It's not join my team, help me get a set of tumblers. Help me get a water bottle. It's not about you. It's got to be about them. All right. So the way we share products is the same way we're going to share the opportunity. When we're sharing the product, we're telling someone how this is going to make their life better, how it's going to make their life easier, what it can do to benefit them. And that's what you want to do when you're talking about the opportunity to join you in Tupperware. So we're going to go a little deeper into making a great recruiter. But guys, we never can forget, it's not about you. It's all about them and them joining your team. Not about them joining your team, but at the same time, about them joining you. Okay. So you're going to be talking to them on the benefits. What can this do for them financially? Maybe it's not even about money. That's right, April. Don't say if you do this, say when you do this. The word when makes a big difference. So I want you to focus or think about your VIP group. Okay. So we're going to be talking about how to recruit in that VIP group. And guys, you need to listen. But sometimes you don't need to necessarily listen with your ears, but you need to listen with your eyes. Because in the virtual world, you're not always talking to someone. You're watching them from their comments, from their likes. Okay. It's easy on social media to me to listen because of the fact that it's not words and you're not talking to a person to person, but you're listening to them by how they respond to your posts. Now, maybe guys, there's this person in your VIP group and they are liking all of your posts. Okay. They're loving your posts. They are commenting on your posts, but they never buy from you. Have you ever stopped to think why they're not buying or why they're not taking it a step further and contacting you? Because number one, they probably a little shy. But number two, guys, most of the time it's because financially they cannot afford to buy the product. And those are the people that you need to focus on. Another thing about them liking your post and commenting on your post would be that they are making a virtual wish list. They wish they had all this. So in talking to them through Messenger, because I think it was Tiffany that talked about how great she does everything through Messenger, her orders, everything on her parties. And that's how she gets more bookings. That's how she's recruiting. So guys, when when they're liking your page, maybe one of the things to do is send them a message and tell them, thank you. Thank you for helping support my business. I can't tell you how much this means to me. They're going to come back and they're not going to really know, what do you mean help and support your business? Because they're going to be thinking, well, I've never bought from her, and just, maybe wait a little while, see if they respond. We always say, wait for them to respond before you respond back. But if you're thanking them for supporting your business and they're sitting there trying to figure out how they're supporting your business, and it's been like an hour or so, all you have to do is send them a second message. And in that message say, a lot of times people don't realize how much help they're giving me in my business, but by clicking like and commenting, putting a little emoji out there, those are all things that are helping me get seen. And I appreciate you doing this for me. Okay, they will come back and they will say, oh, I love the product, whatever. And guys, when they're saying all of this, this is when you're listening with your eyes, because you're going to be waiting for them to comment. You're going to be watching what they comment. And then from there, you can maybe go to, have you ever thought of hosting a party? And they're probably going to say, well, I don't know. I don't know if I know enough people. Well, ask them, you have a friend or two, maybe a sister, an aunt, and maybe a cousin. And if they say yes to all of that, say that's all you need for a party. So guys, you start talking to her about the party. And then from there, she's going to get excited, and you send her that little host flyer or meme that shows, some of the amazing products she can get for free. And then from there, guys, I want you to give her time to say yes to the party, because she will say yes, or maybe he will say yes, because a lot of times we don't think about guys, but guys love Tupperware just as much as girls do. So let him talk to you a little bit about, saying yes to the party, getting that party started. But guys, Tiffany was, brilliant when she said how she takes all of the orders. For someone who does not have the funds to buy a kit, they can earn their kit, and they can earn it by having those sales that you're taking for them. They can use those sales, to the profits from those sales, to pay for a kit. Or I'm thinking we still have host and join, but I probably should have checked that out before. Maybe Marsha can kind of shake her head yes or no. Nope, she's saying yes. So thank you, Marsha. But the host and join, you're still making the profit. She's going to get all the free. She's going to be able to get her kit for free. But guys, she's going to get the bookings, and you're going to work to get her those bookings, because that's going to help her to build her confidence and build her success. And when she builds her confidence and success, guess what? You're building your confidence and your success. So keep the focus on them, keep thanking them, and little bitty messages, guys, little bitty messages will do that. Listen with your eyes and listen with your ears. Now, the next thing, guys, is we got to keep it simple when we're talking to them. If you're talking to them about the party, you keep it simple until you got the booking, okay? Once you have the booking, then you can go into the opportunity to join Tupperware with you, okay? So I love recruiting at the party. I'm going to just be honest with you. I think that is your best audience. It is your best way to do it. Now, you can talk to 5 or 6 people in a week and maybe eat up 8 hours a day or 8 hours in the week talking to them. Or you can talk to 8 to 16 friends in a Facebook party or a home party or a messenger party or whatever, while your hostess is making sales to get all that free Tupperware and while you're booking more parties. The choice is yours. You have to figure out if you want to chase one person at a time or if you want to try this recruiting inside of a group. Recruiting is a numbers game, but it's not necessarily the way you think. So recruiting is not about having 10 plus recruits every month who will not stick around, but instead it's about giving everybody the opportunity and then working with them so that when you sign them up, you are working to get them successful and keeping them successful, because you continue training, you continue talking to them, you continue giving them advice. Never prejudge, and I know we probably all heard that a million times, never prejudge someone and never assume they will not want to join your team. So how do you ask? Okay, well, that depends on where you are speaking to them at and how you are in your conversation with them. In the virtual world, this would be so different from an in-person. I think y'all all would probably agree with me that doing it in person versus virtual is different because the parties are different. In person, there's always someone that you can talk to and send them home with stuff and then contact them the next day and ask them what did they think of the kit, and what did they think of the opportunity from the papers you gave them. All right. But in the virtual world, you're probably thinking, well, you can't really do that this way either. But that's not necessarily true, because we have Messenger and everything is virtual before it becomes paper, because you have to print the paperwork, but the virtual's there. So it's just a matter of sharing it with them. When you're sharing it with them in Messenger, guys, it's no different than if you're in person. Ask them, can we talk tomorrow? Okay. And if they say, yes, I would like that, What's the best way to contact you? Should I call you on Messenger? Or would you like my phone number? Or can I have your phone number? Guys, you're going to have to find what's going to work for them. And you're going to have to meet them at what's their best way of chatting. Now, you're not going to do it as well through text because the voice is always so much better. So try to set up some kind of conversation that you can have with them that will be speaking to them. When you're talking to them via messenger or phone, just assume she is in and ask questions that's going to uncover her needs and her motivations. Remember, questions are answers. And when in doubt, ask a question to figure it out. Always reassure her that you make no money off of her purchasing a kit, that you only make money off of her or him when they are successful. So their success depends on you at all times. Show her where to find her trainings. Maybe do some of the trainings with her. You know, we have a lot of virtual trainings, and if it's live on your Facebook group, then you could be chatting with her through text while you're watching the virtual training. This is going to show this new person that you are excited and you want them to succeed, and you want to make sure that they're getting all of the information that's available to them. Your VIP group or your business page, it should always be the first place you're going to go and look for those recruits. And guys, it's going to be the first place you're going to find the people who may not be able to afford the product, but they will want to do the party. And then from the party, they will want to join you. Don't forget that you can also, in your VIP groups and stuff, and even on your business page, you can play games, and not all games have to have a prize with it. Not all of them. All right. And those are some good games. Some of the games are good ways to find out who might be interested in wanting to join you. So at this point, the most gratifying feelings to you is when you listen, when you help, and then watch someone become successful. Because when you do all of this, it's like watching a flower bloom right in front of your eyes. Now, I have some final tips and takeaways for you. I want you to be consistent in rehearsal, okay? Practice makes perfect. So strengthen your familiarity with your recruiting presentation. You know, every month our first order bonus changes. Each month, change up your video, change up your little, skill, or not skill, but your little chat that you're going to upload into your parties, your little video chat that you're going to send through Messenger. Refine your delivery style, your pacing, your tone, and your emphasis, okay? And at the beginning, you're going to be like a run-on sentence, and that's okay. But then as you get more comfortable talking about it, guys, you're going to notice you breathing, and you're taking that time. You're going to get excited about some things, and, it's going to show in your voice. Then if you really need to have a practice audience, I was never good with a practice audience. I'm going to be honest with you. I was much better recording myself and then listening to myself and then watching videos of what I did. And then I could go in, I could make notes of what I needed to change and be more ready. So if you need to enlist your family or your team members to listen and provide you with feedback, don't be scared to do it. Even your business leaders, we're here to help you. So if there's some kind of way we can, your director, your manager, your business leader, or just a team member, just a friend on the team. And that's where having that friend join you in Tupperware at the very beginning is always so much better. So your homework, identify 3 ways to change or improve the ways you ask and listen. Implement some new methods that you will use to recruit. Share in your company group what's working for you and I want you to share with others, but mostly in your your manager group, or not manager group, your business leader group. And then guys, I want you to set a personal goal or personal goals. Each month you should be, if you are brand new, you should be wanting to have at least one new team member come in. But as you get more confident, then up that goal to 2 or maybe 3 each month. Because you know what, guys? In 2024, it is the year for more. And I would love to see you all have more. And I know you are all wanting more for 2024. And that's what I got for you guys. Let's see. Turn this PowerPoint off some kind of way. Thank y'all so much for joining. Have a great evening.